Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colony section yet again for a new Planet Wars. That's right, it's Planet Wars number 3, even though it says it's the 4th. It's only the 4th because 2 was broken up into 2. This is number 3. And yeah, from our pal Ironstone. Let's give it a go, see how we do. I mean, we've been saving the world pretty much left and right. Good job, Commander, by pushing back the creep and giving more time to find survivors. However, we should not celebrate. Every single person on this planet that is still alive is here. Like right here. Do not fail. If you survive, a promotion is in order. I want to be promoted. Who doesn't want to be promoted, right? So what do we have here? We have a pretty large map. We have a very cool structure where we are actually sort of in a valley. I haven't actually seen a map where there's a like a mountainous range on the outside, and we are just in the center. I kind of like that. Very, very cool. We have what? An emitter here. We have an emitter over here. All 100 every 0.5 seconds, so relatively strong emitters for sure. We have an outpost to hold here. We have an outpost to hold in the center. Another outpost to hold in the center. And yeah, that's about our center lineup. We do have 2 spore launchers. So there is one that is 3 and 4 minutes, and one that is 3 and 4 minutes as well. So not too bad in terms of that. We are starting in the center. There is an info cache there. There's some solar panels that we're not connected to. Let's fix that. Get connected up. And there is energy starting at both sides. So this is fantastic. Gotta love that. Let's just get going with some towers, right? We're definitely gonna want to just sprint our way over. So let's make sure we do have towers to both sides. Sprinted on over. Fantastic. Gotta love it. And yeah, not too bad. Definitely connect those up. And you know what? I think we might as well just try and get like a whole slew of energy, right? I mean, energy is not a bad thing. That was kind of poor placement. It was like awkward to place there. So you know what? I apologize if that's going to be any problem. So this is good placement. Unfortunately, there we go. That's the good placement. That's what we want to see. And yeah, I think we'll just bring it all the way over. Bring this around to the edge. Try and get this top of the hill, of course. And what else do we want, right? What else do we need, I should say? We do have some solar panels here. Definitely want to make sure all of those are in. We do have trees. Eco, very, very good. Always very strong. But you know what? We are going to want to use up all of our energy to make more energy. You know, energy is delicious. And now that we have this sort of setup, we can really, really expand, right? So we're going to go up to the top a bit. We're going to go down to the bottom a bit. This is going to be way too much for us to handle, of course. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know it's too much. Believe me, I know. But, you know, I'm not super worried about the start, so let's just see how it goes. Of course, we will also plan out our miners now since we do have the time, so let's just drop in, I don't know, those 4 and 2. Oh, see, that's a little frustrating. But you know what? It works out perfectly. I'm okay with that. We'll turn those off to start because, you know, we are not going to have the energy for that, nor do we have the energy for all of these. But we have solar panels. We have a whole slew of these pods, which is great. And you know what? I'm going to turn off all of my cannons to start. It's a little weird, but I kind of want to just use up these to build up the towers, right? So if each of these is, if it's 5 energy per tower, we can probably build this entire thing up and get our energy system going. And I think that's going to be a huge, huge thing, right? We get our energy system sorted out, then we can build our towers with the energy system instead of using the energy from these boxes, not inefficiently, just without... Ooh. Creep has entered the perimeter, activating all bases. Good luck, Commander. There we go. So, good luck to us. Fingers crossed we can do it. I hope these boxes do last to get all of our energy. It looks like they're doing a grand job. And look at the connections being made. Oh, it is glorious. Our energy generation is just shooting up there, which is exactly what we wanted to see, right? So now that we're at this energy generation, we can even start planning just defenses, right? We can start getting cannons up. We can start putting them basically everywhere. Ooh, that's probably going to be too close, unfortunately. Let's just plan some over here. Let's plan for some more over here. And really just start to hem in the creep. Because we work so hard on our energy. It is glorious. I am trying to do this with less pausing, so we are losing some stuff. It does happen. Let us see if we can do this. I don't know. See, I did not get enough in terms of the cannons up in time. But that's okay, because again, look, we have so much energy. We can really, really build a solid defense now, right? Oh, look at that. See, this side holding quite strong. And again, we have the energy for basically anything that we need. We're just gonna do a nice surround of our base. Ooh, see, too much there. That's okay. That's okay. Because I mean, still, look at all of the energy that we do indeed have, right? We're still generating. We may be losing some. We may be going into a slight deficit, but things are starting to hold, right? You know, this bad boy gonna be holding pretty well. You know, I'm just going to fly that one up there. I'm going to fly that one over there. And it should be good. And our energy is glorious there. Again, just do some of that. And now we can just go down here, bring it over, and just go straight for nullification, right? Boom. Nullification. Let's snag a factory, because we might as well. But realistically, I am just not worried now. I mean, okay, I'm a little worried for over here. Because if that falls, that's really, really bad. But other than that, not very worried at all. I mean, we did lose because you are in a bad spot. That's okay. We will reconnect, and we will even toss down some pylons, right? Let's try and get a little pylon network going, because you know what, we do want to hook up to our main base, of course. And I guess that's going to be missiles. We do need some missiles. Unfortunate for us, but that's okay. We have the energy, we have the factory, we have the Redon, we have basically everything we need. So, not super worried. It's just a bit of a shame. So, did not allow us to get exactly where I wanted. But again, that's quite okay. That's quite okay. We can keep the pylons going all the way around. And bazinga. Ooh. Oh, I didn't guard that side. Again, without pausing, it definitely takes a toll, unfortunately. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know? Don't want to pause every single video. We do have 20 minutes to get through, so we will be fine. As you can see, we have the missile systems basically operational, so feeling pretty good about that. The pylon network is in full swing pretty much now, which is awesome. We'll even bring this down over to these fine lads shooting away. And yeah, the energy is looking pretty decent now. The nullifier is coming online. Can they be overloaded? No overloading is allowed, so that's perfectly fine. And now, again, I mean, thanks to our early energy expansion, I mean, you can see how many things are shooting. You know, we have plenty of shots going on. We have basically enough defenses everywhere. I mean, we can shore in some places, of course, you know. Toss one there, toss one there. Let's get a little bit more. Ah, well, I didn't actually guard this side. Pretty much good defenses everywhere, I say. Of course it's going to leak out. But yeah, I mean, there we go. We just covered our butts there. The energy will go down. We're in a huge deficit. Once one of these builds, though, our storage, there we go, built, fantastic, built. Those aren't going to go away. And yeah, we have successfully survived. So not feeling the pressure anymore. We can even start building our economy back up, which is grand. That's, of course, what we want to see. Economy is always good. And from here, now we can actually... Ooh, that's a pretty poor placement, of course. We can now go on the assault, right? We can, you know, take all of these, hold G so they go in a nice line over there, which will be great. And we can move these up as well. So let's do that. Hold G. Oh no. See, it takes them like in the line that they were in. So that's actually a very nice feature, but a little little not necessary, because of course we do want them to go in certain patterns. So what are we gonna go? Oh, I let this expansion fall. That was my fault. Oh no, I'm a fool. Alright, well that's fine. That's what we're going to focus on first. I was going to say, which emitter do we focus on first? I think it would actually be this emitter, because it is so close to that, followed by that emitter, followed by the sides, of course. But I think step one now, oh, it's even a random spore launcher. Who even cares about a random spore launcher, am I right? The answer is not me, not whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, I think we're basically just super fine now, right? Luckily, these are going to be fed, which is grand. You gotta love it when you can move your assaulting units and they are fed by things. Let's move all these to the edge, and let's just keep going. We definitely will want some more cannons, but again, we are now on the assault. We're not on the defensive. Let's make sure we can do things. We have so much energy coming in that is almost painful. I mean, without pausing, I am definitely not using things. And you know what? Let's just toss down. I don't know. We're getting 2, so this is way too many sprayers. But you know what? That's fine. We'll do too many sprayers. I'm fine with too many in this case. And let's toss down our pylon network in this direction. Right? We want to see if we can reconnect this back up, which will be grand. And you know. We have the cannons, we have the creep being destroyed, we have the energy. There really isn't anything that can stop us at this point. The creep is getting deeper in certain areas, like down here, it is definitely deeper, so you know, I'm just going to toss down maybe a mortar or 2 or 3, just to help with that. We'll toss maybe a mortar or 2 over here, why not? Gotta spread the love to the mortar brethren. You know, they are glorious units, and I am a big fan. I never turned on my miners. That is how silly I was. We could have had, I would say a whole lot more energy, but just some more energy. Kind of silly of me not to have them, though. Clearly, it is useful to have them, if you can. So let's make sure they get pumped up. They're almost done already. And this will turn on the nullifier over here, of course. So this will be able to, and we'll toss down a couple of these, because they can shoot down. A couple of these just for standard defense, of course. And we'll defend our little trail from either side. Again, our energy, it's not the best. It could be better, but you know what? It'll do. It'll do all we need it to do. So I'm feeling pretty confident in that. Over. Get some more cannons on the edge when they can. They'll shoot down. They'll clear stuff out. They'll protect this. This is going to protect this. Glorious. Our deficit relatively high, but not high enough for me to be worried about, of course. Yeah, just move some boys up, and yeah, let's start the actual crippling. We're halfway through our time, so unfortunately I've been slacking. Again, not pausing definitely eats up my time, but I'm okay with that. I feel pretty confident in our ability to at least nullify maybe 1 or 2 of these, hopefully more, but alright, fine. Move them a little bit back. It's like oozing over the edge, you know. You never like that just little ooze, but that's okay. We're just going straight for the frontal assault. Probably be wiser to just go along the edge, but you know what? Who's wise all the time, right? It's all about having a good time, and that's what we're planning on doing right now. We're about just having a good time and taking this map by storm at this point, right? We got the cannons, we got things. I was planning on doing the other side first, but now I'm over here, and yeah, that kind of answered my question for me. I would be doing double assaults with pausing, but because we're not pausing, I just want to move a little bit quicker, keep things, rolling, because it's, they're on complete opposite sides of the map, right? If they're on complete opposite sides of the map, you're not necessarily going to be scanning that just to move like a unit or 2 or something like that. So let's just move all of our mortars up. They're doing their job. We're moving cannons up. We're moving things. And, once the mortars get to around here, they're going to start to be able to shoot the emitter. This is going to bring all of this down. Going to get our nullification on. Ooh. Didn't realize the mortars were what was holding that back. Interesting. That's perfectly fine. We have the cannons to replace. Perfectly fine. Yeah. Let's move this bad boy up, move this bad boy up. We're probably going to want to increase our pylon network as well, of course, because, you know, this is where we're at. This is where the fun is at the moment. So let's move up our mortars. Fantastic. The AC is, you know, doing its thing. Yeah, it could be more strategically placed, but again, I'm quite okay with that. Let's just do something like this, just to sort of clear out a bit more, because, you know, it doesn't hurt to clear out a bit more. And yeah, I think we've successfully moved a whole slew back. Ooh, I let the mortars down. You know, I moved them, but I was not planning on full defenses there. You'll move there, you'll move there. This will start to clear out the really good stuff. And yeah. Alright, those cannons need to finish up. This mortar, get to safety, please. Mr. Mortar. See, the problem is there's just tiny bits of creep underneath. But now we have mortars hitting the main pathway. Easy peasy. Moving on up. We should get some nullification going on at this point. These aren't even needed, which is nice. This whole basically top half is now officially ours. And you know, I'm even going to move these guys in because, you know, they're basically done. Moving from the other side, it might seem a little excessive, so to speak, or drawn out, but I think that's probably a good spot for them. And hopefully we can just get our mortars in place so the mortars are shooting the deepest of the creepest. That'll get us close enough that we can start doing our fantastic nullification. Might need a little bit more in the way of the mortar. Move you over this side. Get a little bit more in the mortar over there. Move you just slightly up, and I think we do get the nullification here, right? That's beautiful. Ooh. Beautiful. Nullification coming in. You know what, these four, they're probably going to die over there. But you know what, I'm okay with that. It is their mission. And yeah, let's move on to the other side, of course. Now, this side does have a fair bit going on. I think I'm just going to start with just a nice mortar wall. We will want mortars just to help defend, of course. And, you know, mortars are quite nice from time to time. So we'll grab that. This side is already basically drained out, which is glorious. We'll grab some more energy. Why not? But doesn't even really matter, right? So most of the creep pretty much gone down. See, they cleaned it up. And yeah, we'll send them to safety, you know. This nullifier already almost online. So we now have this bad boy, which we're actually closing in pretty well on. Like, we can take a whole slew of things, like all of these, and just sort of drop them over here, right? That'll be pretty good. And yeah, these mortars right there doing great work. You know, they push back the deep creep. We're now sending in some cannons. Beautiful for us. We'll increase our pylon network because, you know, again, the pylon network is important. And I'll just move up some of these that haven't been used. So, cannons coming on up. Did lose a mortar. It's okay. It's okay. We'll move these up as well and increase the power. And this, basically, we're already at that emitter. So, done and done. All of these, they're free to do whatever they want. So they're going to move on to the next point, which is over here. We're probably going to want to pylon this way, of course, as well. Makes sense. You know, it's good to get the power systems operational and online. But yeah, so pylons, let's just get them along the edge, connect up to the main network, and that should also help fuel these. Now, thankfully, there's plenty of ammo to go around. Another wave coming in, so I'm not feeling too stressed about them. This side, power coming in, it's just glorious. We'll just grab like these three. I'll grab that one as well. Why not? And this should help push back the main bit of creep. And we might even be in nullification range number 2. So let us see how close. Okay, so we have to be about there. That we do have power connected to it, which is grand. Once these mortars start kicking in, I think we might be good. So let's just move them up. Let's move a couple cannons up. And nullification is here. So with the mortars now really raining down, the extra cannons coming in, just as we want, I think we're good. So this will be... Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, let's not forget about powering the front line over here, of course. So power them up. Fantastic. And yeah, I think this is nullifier numero dos. Boom. Done and done. Still have 4 minutes to go with 2 nullifiers down. Or 4, I guess you could say. That is the optional objective, mind you. But I think we're going for it. I think we're doing it. And I guess we need to plan this assault, right? So if we're planning this assault over here, again, we're probably going to do the same thing. Just go up the edge, right? I mean, look at how thin it is over here compared to over there, right? Be kind of silly if we didn't. So let's grab just a whole slew of things. Let them build. Come on down here. Push this bad boy back. And I think we are already almost up to nullification, right? So let's move some mortars on over. Let's move a couple of these cannons down as well. We'll move them down to the bottom because we want to clean up and save that one mortar that's about to die, because it's going to just land in the deep creep, which is fine. It's good for that mortar, but bad for business. So let's protect it up. Don't die, mortar. Ah, we did it. Saved. Success. Okay. Feeling real good about that. Already to nullification. Bazinga, bazanga, bazanga. Nullification happening. Done and done. And yeah, now we have just a true assault force. Move that in over here. Grab some mortars, because again, they're going to be useful. Just toss them in. But realistically, the map is ours, right? Nullifier going down. All this cleared up. This is just going to take its time, but it will be cleared up eventually. And last but not least is just this area up here. So we can, we can pile on that up, of course, because it's silly not to. So we'll start over here with the angles, right? Just give it a little bit more of a direct path. So bazinga, all the way up. There's the mortars. There's the cannons. I mean, the cannons basically just cleared all the way to the front line, which is amazing. Send in a couple of mortars. Built apparently too many, but that's quite alright. I'd rather build too many than too few, of course. And can you hook up? You can. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's the pylon that we desired. And this should be the end of all. So these mortars hopefully will shoot what they need to shoot. Couple may go down, unfortunately. I'm going to send them up and up. Don't die. I'd rather you not die if I can help it. Because you know what? Mortars are friends too. So sending... Oh, it still died to that little bit underneath because I didn't have any cannons in range. Oh, I'm such a bad commander. But you know what? We saved the people, and that's what the mortars' jobs were for. We saved the people. Things went well. I'm pretty content with that. Nullification, level 3. Or 4? 4. Yeah, this is the 4th emitter. And yeah, that is that. We are gonna be done with all objectives, even the optional one within the map. Easy peasy. Let us just finish that up. As we can see, this is just drying up. We could clear out all the creep. Not too big of a deal, though. As you can see, we are easily holding this. The nullifier coming online. Hold almost done. And yeah. And this was without pausing. Again, with pausing, it would have been much faster in order to get all the objectives. But without pausing, we still did it. Still managed it. Feeling pretty good. Everything completed. Fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, there we go. Optional. There's the 20-minute timer. Fantastic. Yeah, 13 minutes. That's a good one right there. But I'm feeling pretty good about that. Not too bad at all. Did it within the time limit. So glorious. 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 This has been Planet Wars number 3. Looking forward to where we go next, because we just saved everybody that's here. I'm assuming we're maybe going off-world. I don't know. But we have 4 more missions. 5, 6, 7... no, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I think. So let's see where we go in the future. Thank you so much for joining. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.